Hi there, it's Sam from poodles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today. Today's project is this one. It's a little Christmas treat. I have got in here a funny sort of cone, which I'm going to show you how to make, inside a bucket with some ribbon on. And I thought it would be a nice Christmas table project. And we do have Christmassy stuff coming out very, very soon. If you haven't requested your catalogue from me, let me know. Our Christmas catalogue goes live on the 1st. But this actually is paper from the actual current catalogue, the annual catalogue rather, and the ribbon is from there as well. So I thought I'd work with that. And I've got some Hershey Kisses in there. I would rather have had plain silver ones, but they're not easy to find in the UK, so these are cookies and cream flavour. But I'll put them all in there, and it houses quite a lot, so I'm going to show you how to make it. What you start with is a piece of paper that is 6 by 6. These buckets, here's another one, they are so inexpensive. You can pick them up in all sorts of colours. You can pick them up in silver, you can pick them up, you can actually collect, you can buy a set of rainbow ones, but they're fairly ordinary in size. They're, yeah, just a little over 2 inches across. So in metric, that is, it's about 5.5 centimetres across and about 5 centimetres deep. So yeah, 2 1/4, 2 1/8 by about 2 inches. Good size. But with your piece of paper, you can work with a ruler rather than with grid paper. Rather than with the scoring tool. And it depends whether you want to work in inches or metric. But basically, you're making marks every 1.5 inches. So 1.5, 3, 4.5 and 6. You're working in metric. This isn't my steel ruler. My steel ruler has got metric and imperial on the same side. Somebody's had my ruler. So you would go for 4, 8, 12, 16 and what have you. But basically you're marking it at the halfway mark. This is definitely not my ruler. I'm going to have to retrieve mine back. So just put little marks all the way around, and we're going to use those as a guide to fold with. So yeah, actually if you want to work in metric, make your piece of paper 16 by 16 and then you can fold, you know, every 4 centimetres. So just make these marks all the way around. There we go. Okay. First things first, which way round do I want it? I want it that way round, don't I? So fold corner to corner into a triangle shape, and then corner to corner again into that same triangle shape. You know what, it's buzzing around in my head about my ruler now. Which of my menfolk in my house has pinched mine? Okay, now we've got these lines, so it's quite easy to fold the first ones, which are the middle, because you're basically folding it in half. And there and there. Oh, my crazy sunshine. There's it's the summer holidays right now, which means it's problematic for me to film because my small children tend to be quite noisy. So I'm filming before half of them are out of bed, which means I have the choice. Well, I have the choice, either film when they're awake and potentially noisy, or film when they're asleep and I get the sun streaking through. I went for filming when they were asleep. Okay, so now we have a line here. So I've got a little mark there and I've got one here. And that's where I want to put my next line in, which is not the easiest to do. So I find that working from that point to there is easier than trying to go all the way across. So I've got my little notch mark in there. And that's my first corner done. So I've done, oh, there we go, this mark here. So that's 1.5 inches down. And then you keep going round. It doesn't matter which way you're folding, because we're going to bend the paper backwards and forwards a bit. There we go. So basically, you fold it, you've marked it at every 1.5 inches or 4 centimetres, and you're making all those lines, oh, definitely going to see better on that one, join up to the middle. You see, that's my middle, that one's joined there, there, there and there. There would be a small child, did you hear that, Dad? It's that early, they've not even had breakfast yet, these small ones. I like to say the teenagers. Well, he's not a teenager, he's practising, he's just turned 12. Him and the actual real teenager, they're still asleep. It's also a Sunday morning that I'm filming. Thought that was one coming to investigate. It's the best laid plans. Can everybody be really quiet while Mummy films? And, you know, there'll be overexcitement about a win on a game, or there'll be a squabble about choosing something on television. Never fun. Right, and then my final one, which you can't see, there it is. Down to there. And that, hopefully with this dull light, you can see all of the lines I've put in. So they're every 1.5 inches all the way round. Okay, all the way round. So there's no cutting in this, it's all about the folding. So if I do it on this side, you will hopefully see it a bit better. So you've got this line here, this is your first marked line. This triangle has to fold over, and put that on autofocus. So that one has to fold over, and yes, it does fold over a little bit on there. That's fine, that's what we want. You need to stick that one down. Okay, and we've now got this triangle. Again, come to where your corner point is, the first one across. That's got to go in so you can fold over. Okay, that's the corner of the paper, that's the first one's got to go in so that can go over. So again, glue in there. Making sense? And it's beginning to form the sides, as you can see. Now this is going to be a bit of a struggle for me to get glue onto there. So I'm going to have to stick that one down that way round. And then my final one, so this is again the side, so that would be the corner of the square of paper. That one needs to go in, this one to come over. Last bit of glue on there, and that has all formed together like that. You can put extra glue in there if you want. I did on my original. You don't have to, it's actually quite fun like that. What you do need to do is chop a bit off, because actually that won't sit inside my bucket. So how much you hack off is entirely up to you. You'll know because of the depth of your bucket. So I'm going to take about that much off. And that's a good depth, so it sits that bit deeper now in there. I might stick those down actually, I think they're going to need a stick down. That's better. This is definitely one of those projects that you need dexterous fingers with. That's better, isn't it? Sticking down better. Into there. Haven't got any more Hershey Kisses. The small boys helped me eat them. And onto there. And then it's just a case of a ribbon. Now the reason I've done this as a Christmas project is because I wanted to show off the Christmas papers. But these little buckets are so cute. You could do them for any kind of theme or event or whatever it is that you want to do. And they're brilliant for that. So you could do baby shower ones, and you could do, you know, if you knew you were having, you know, a boy or a girl, you could do the colours for that. You could do a wedding shower in, you know, all of the bridal colours, all of that. Oh, I cut too much ribbon. Oh well. Any of that. So it's less about this being a Christmas project, although how darling is that stitched ribbon? Oh, it's just gorgeous. Oh, that was definitely too long. Let's hack it all up a bit more. That's better. But actually, despite the fact that I've made it probably look a little bit complicated, really easy. How cute is that? So sweet. Let me hold it like that. That looks just adorable. So obviously I've got mine the other way round. So you've got all the Christmassy designs on show that side. And you've got the stars on show that side and the Christmas on the inside. If you wanted to, you could bend it out. You could round those corners. Let me do it on this one, you can see that's a bit better because here comes the sunshine again. Look at it streaking across my hand. You could bend those out, you could round the corners and make it sort of a little bit floral. But I just think that is adorable. Too cute. And like I say, in all sorts of colour themes for all sorts of events and parties and stuff. And you don't have to put chocolates in. I like to put chocolates in. Let's even that up a bit. They're going to get eaten soon anyway. Anyway, thank you ever so much for joining me and I hope to speak to you very soon. Bye.